Hello.
Hi.
We're live. Welcome everybody to the Magic Treehouse discussion for March. We are so far into these books already.
We are.
I'm Kayla. That's Martine. That's just Martine. Yeah. Vamp. So this month we read 25 through 28, which, if I'm not mistaken, before she started rewriting them again, 28 was the last book for a long time, for maybe a decade or more.
The covers after this look different.
Yeah.
They look different.
Okay. Hee hee. Hello, Lizzie. Ruby also says, hee hee. What's up, kiddos? It's thunderstorming. Ooh, spooky. Well, Trixie Mattel can wait. Two-time loser of RuPaul's Best Friend race. Hello. I'm happy it's today. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
This is happening right now. Oh my gosh, y'all look popping off. Yes, Martine looks very dapper today. I was explaining to them that this shirt is amazing, and I love it.
I got it for free.
From like someone, or was it like a gift? Was it their shirt off their back?
There was a free clothing drive on campus a few days ago. And I saw this out of the corner of my eye, and I was like,
that's fine. I love that. Oh, gee, it was a cliffhanger too.
Well, okay. I don't think it was a cliffhanger at the time, because I think this is then when she went and wrote Merlin Missions. So we're like awkwardly going to be reading them out of publication order, but we're reading them in series order because Merlin Missions is technically a separate series.
Okay. So will it probably, I don't think it will not make sense, but there might be something that's a little off that we're like, I don't know, we'll have to see in 4 months.
Yeah. I don't know.
T. We're finishing an era. How exciting. Oh, interesting. No. Haha. I was mean to Danielle. I'm sorry. But yeah, so for real, the end of the Magic Treehouse era. We don't know whoever Danielle's talking about. I'm not familiar. They don't?
For Merlin Missions, you mean? For Merlin Missions, they look the same. At the beginning. Then they get weird. Well, not weird, different, and then that same different is what happens the rest of the book in the main series.
Because it gets more like, I feel like if I remember correctly, it's not vibrant. Vibrant is the wrong word. It's like the style is just a little bit off, that it's like kind of unsettling.
Yeah.
From what we're used to.
Which made me look at the illustrator, and it was the same. It does change illustrators at some point, but not when the art style changes.
Oh.
Which is weird. Don't know.
Okay, that makes sense. Because until we get to Merlin Missions, I didn't read these new. Yeah. Because I think 29 came out in like, what, 2009, 2010 or something?
Don't know.
I'm trying to remember the one time I looked.
I did mess up our schedule a little and sneak in the brand new one before we get to Merlin Missions, because that would be awkward to read the whole series and then be like, not the new one.
I was on Libby the other day looking for these books, and I saw the new one, and I was like, okay, cool. But then there's one after that, and it said coming soon.
I might have to change my whole schedule. It's okay. We'll see what happens.
Period. When I thought there was an illustrator change, like month 4. Okay, 2017. Oh my gosh. The next ones in this main series have been harder. Yeah. It's because they're newer, and then also like I've noticed like at grocery stores, the graphic novel versions are like everywhere. And so, like, that, I don't like that. It's just, the Kroger's trying to pop off, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're here to talk about them. So, 25 was, you just said it before
Stage
we
fright
went
on
live.
summer night.
There we go. Because in my notes, right as Martine was telling me it earlier, I wrote shakes. Like, for Shakespeare. Oh.
Could have just written Billy.
Billy. I thought that was so funny in the, somewhere in some chat somewhere, it's probably Squash That Series, Bailey said, like, no, it was Bailey's review. Bailey's review said something and called him Bill. And I was like, who's Bill? I was like, who's Bill? And then I, like, I sat for a second and I was like, oh, he's Bill.
Yeah.
That's slander to William.
Bill?
I think so.
I don't think it's slander. My dad's first name is William. He goes by Bill.
Slander.
No.
Your dad's own slander.
It is confusing though, because I have a cousin named Billy, but since he's grown up, now people call him Bill, and I'm like, you can't do that if you're also calling my dad Bill.
Oh yeah. That's like in my family, there's like 4 Jacks. And I'm like, y'all all can't be Jack. And that's why one went by Jackie. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm still confused because now there's 3 Jacks.
The only true Jack is Jack from Magic Treehouse.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I've been seeing the graphic novels pop off. They stopped. Oh, they're still talking about the new stuff. They stopped having multiple books in one. I did notice that. I tried to check out one of them and it like only let me check out the one. But next month, 29 and 30, I have the audiobook for, and the audiobook is just 29 and 30. So that's good. Whack. There's a Turtle King one coming in 2023. Turtle? Like, is he turtly enough for the Turtle Club? That's a deep cut that I hope someone got. I hope someone understood that. Wow. I'm old. Okay, here we go. Lizzie said, I love this one. I'm a Shakespeare girly. 5 stars.
I knew you would like it, Lizzie.
I also was ready for Lizzie to love it. What did you give it, Martine?
I gave it 3.5.
Interesting.
I didn't have any 4 stars this month. Maybe I just wasn't in the headspace for Magic Treehouse, but...
Oh, because you were trying to squash that series.
That, and also since I read it on the last day of Squash That Series, I was like burnt out reading, and I've been a little slumpy this week, so this was the beginning of the slump.
Aww.
But 3.5. What about you?
I give it 4 stars. And honestly, I feel like this is just me. The only reason I didn't give it 5 stars is because I feel like we had a conversation somewhere in one of these lives that someone said, like, oh, these books don't Martine left me. These books don't deserve to be 5 stars, or they're never going to be good enough to be 5 stars. Like, I feel like I either read that somewhere or we discussed it, but it was like,
we discussed it.
Yeah. And so I think I was reading it, and after I finished, I was like, okay, I can't give this 5 stars. Because why would I can't have, but I also think I had just given my very first 5-star of the year. And so I was like, this can't be my second 5-star of the year.
I mean, it could.
Hold on. 1 second.
Now she left me. Hey y'all. What's up? I have no control here. I can't even click on your comments because I'm not the host. So here I am.
I'm trying to do something and it's not working. So we're just gonna do this for Bailey.
Okay.
Yeah, September, New Magic Treehouse. as soon as it got transported, I was like, ick, the smell, I can't even imagine. And then Jack was like, what the fuck? It's so stinky. I was like, yes, Mary Pope.
I love you just referring to her as Mary Pope.
That is her name. That is her given first name. 2 first names.
Is it 2 first names?
No,
It's middle.
it's 2 last. It's either her middle name or it's 2 last names.
If it was 2 last names, I guess it wouldn't necessarily be hyphenated. Anyway, the point is, silly goofy.
Silly goofy. I actually agree with Danielle though, because I feel like I was reading it and literally was like, the Black Plague. Or they're not going to get the Black Plague here.
But what if they did?
And what if they brought it to the gorillas? And then what if they brought it to Thanksgiving? What if the Thanksgiving massacre was because they brought Black Plague to Thanksgiving? That's why the Pilgrims were mean.
There's nothing to prove otherwise.
Nice. Martine agrees with me. Thank you. Not a fan of Bill either way. Wow. Purposeful slander. One time someone asked if my dad was Denny, and I said no, because I'd never heard someone call him that. Nice. Connor's dad and stepdad. Both. Oh, yeah, I knew that. They're both named Brian.
There are better names in this world.
Connor's mom just loves a Brian. My mom married someone with the same name as her brother. My uncle married a lady that has the same name as my mom, and it's weird to me. What?
It's one of the books for next month.
Oh, that's what I thought, but I was like, I don't know why I read it. Like, she had already read it. So I was like, why did she already read it?
No.
Oh, so sorry, heroes. I actually have thoughts on this later. Come back to that. Okay. Y'all are commenting too quickly. Okay. I read half of that and my brain got confused, so I stopped reading it, I'm going to be honest. Shakespeare, 2 stars. Oh. Just Lizzie having a thought moment. Non-threatening. I took a picture of one of Jack's notes or something. Okay, let's actually get into the book, because now I'm like, my brain is in too many places. So Danielle said, OMG, I did like the way they described the globe, the vibes of the globe, and how it looked in the night sky. I was like, wow, I feel like I was transported too. What do you think, what was your thoughts on like them getting to like be in like a Shakespeare play?
I thought it was cool. I did say poor Annie facing sexism wherever she goes.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, she stuck it to them, and she was like, well, I can just pretend to be a boy pretending to be a girl.
I love that. Martina, I know you always have notes. So do you have more notes? Because I have no notes.
Sure do. I have 2 other notes for this one.
Okay.
I said, Annie will grow up to be a famous actor. I can see it so clearly.
Ooh, you're right.
First of all, because I think she'd have amazing, like, she's the type of person who you would want to have a large social media following, because she would smack the haters down.
Yeah.
You know, she would own that. And I'd love to see it. But also, she has such a visceral passion for acting in this book. And Jack was clearly impressed. So I can see it. And then my other note was Annie putting a costume on the bear so people would think it was an actor.
Yeah.
That was so funny to me. Her logic was like, if I put a costume on a bear, they'll think it's an actor, so then they won't try to take it away because it's an actor.
And not a live bear.
No, the bear was acting. So it's not a bear that they can get rid of because it's an acting bear.
Okay, you are correct. You are so correct. I kind of wanted a little bit more of the bear, honestly.
That's fair. It only made a very brief appearance the 2 times.
I actually also wanted more Queen Elizabeth. I love her.
I did appreciate the moment when she smiled and they showed her black teeth, and Jack and Annie were like,
Oh my gosh, that was a, I'm like remembering that picture of like her standing up, and I feel like I ended up after the book like Googling it because I knew this information, but I still love that their like reaction to her teeth.
yeah, they were like, that's disgusting. How does she not know that she looks disgusting?
And then it was in the like facts at the end where it was like um she purposely didn't have any mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Me too. I purposely won't have any mirrors in my home anymore.
They just got dramatic for a second when you left. It was
Oh,
fans. We understand.
Bailey, you're knocking on Kayla's door right now. You're gonna skip that. Oh gosh. Oh, Lizzie singing gorillas. Got it. What about Dan? If you read the copies with pictures, I was so sad.
Is Dan the bear?
I feel like Dan is the bear.
I wasn't really affected by it. Um, it's a fake bear that lives in Elizabethan England. Um, yeah. I
Poor
feel like,
Dan.
am I correct though in remembering that there's an episode of Cory in the House when they have a bear? Am I making this up? Let me look it up.
I don't think you're making this up. That sounds very like realistic to
Here.
something I've seen. Now I'm picturing this.
Yep, it's from it's it's from the episode Rock the Vote. He plans to go in a cage with Newt, who will be disguised as a bear, but he ends up in a cage with the real bear. So when I thought of bear in cage, I went Cory in the House.
I love that. I think that deserves a rewatch. I think we should all do a Cory in the House rewatch.
I loved that show growing up. I thought it was so silly.
It was so sad. I hated the bear garden and Annie not getting to free all the bears. She deserved that. I feel like that goes back to what you were saying, where Annie would be like on like social media. She would like beat down anybody. She would also free all the animals.
She'd be an activist for sure.
Annie said gender is a performance. Period. We need to get that on a shirt. That's our merch. Guys, we know when I get overwhelmed, I forget how to read. So I'm sorry I'm skipping everybody's comments. I actually don't know how to read anymore. All animals love Annie. Okay, we're back on the teeth. Got it. Nice. I love when we get to stuff that's like historically accurate in this way, but then you watch other like depictions of the history and they like completely gloss over it.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like, show me the icky.
this kid's book for a very young audience was like, no, we will show the ick.
This book was when I learned that she had black teeth. And I was like, did you know to everyone for a while? Did you know? I don't. This was the only time I read the facts.
I don't be reading them. If I wanted to read the facts, I'd check out those Magic Treehouse books that are just facts.
Oh, yeah. That's the new shirt. Martine hates bears. Got it.
I don't. But that does make me think about Cole Sprouse's impression of a bear on an interview that I watched yesterday. So
I think that interview needs to be dropped in the chat somewhere.
okay, I'll find it.
Okay, nice. Okay, love that. Not everyone is as sensitive as us, Danielle. It's our gift and our curse. That's actually the new shirt for everyone but me.
Can I have it with the misspelled heart too?
Yeah, yes. But then the real heart's on the back.
Sorry, I'm taking notes.
Of the book or of the drama?
Of the drama.
Okay. Cole Sprouse smoking cigarette pretends to be bear.
He's not smoking in this one. Here, I have to send it to you guys. Cole Sprouse stresses Lana Condor out. Yes, I know the name of the interview. Don't look at me.
Okay, we have one person buying our merch.
Who is it?
Lizzie. Lizzie says, I will, all caps,
Lizzie,
buy Magic Treehouse
you
Readalong
don't
merch.
have the money for this.
Martine keeping minutes on this meeting.
It's my instinct.
I
never
also
forget all the. Granted, I could always watch this back. This isn't going anywhere.
Oh, true.
But
okay, Ruby says she wants a hoodie. Danielle wants to start a Redbubble. She wants Ginny B. Jones wants too. Very important minutes.
Okay. Anything else on Midnight? Stage fright on a summer.
Yeah, I was like, Martine, I understand what you're trying to say, but I don't know what you're saying. No more thoughts. I dropped my pen, so now I need to find a new pen.
Great, because Bailey's waving book 2 in the background. Let's talk about it. Good morning, gorillas.
Good morning, gorillas. 3 stars.
I also gave it 3 stars.
Okay. That's all I have to say on that. I have no opinions.
We'll wait to hear everybody else's ratings, and then I'll walk you through my notes.
Okay. I do have to say, earlier Martine had bear slander and hate. Do I have gorilla hate in this for this book? Period. Maybe. Oh wait. That was too fast.
Is this the month of people giving 5 stars to Magic Treehouse books and me rating them all lower than usual?
Yeah. I love it. Wow. No 5 stars, happy, no sad bears. Bailey said 3 stars, gorilla.
Bailey's with us.
Only happy animals here.
Oh no.
Interesting. Nice. Ruby loves the jungle.
That's fair.
Okay. The note I took a picture of was when Jack used the proper apostrophe after the plural S, and I was like, most adults don't know that rule. Okay. Martine, do you have what do your notes say?
I said, poor Jack sleeping on the forest floor, SMH.
I mean, it happens.
Listen, he looked around and he was like, "Where's Annie? I guess we'll sleep on the ground." Like they rarely spend the night there, but he was like, "I can't immediately see Annie, so I guess the dirt. I'll sleep there." That was my first one.
Pick in the chat if you want to see. I'll look later.
Jack is look at Ruby's comment.
Jack is pathetic in these mostly, like he always is, but this month especially. I agree. I think Jack is literally the worst. Sorry. I'm an Annie stan.
I love Annie, but I am Jack.
I love you, but not Jack. I'm so sorry. Martine said, I have nothing else to say.
They did not change it.
I specifically remember this from the 5th grade because the Jonas Brothers were very popular, and I wrote a little. I had to use the apostrophe in the correct place, and it said, "Give an example that ends with an S." And I used the word Jonas Brothers, but I used just used Jonas. I didn't use
Jonas.
brother. Yeah. Such a stick in the mud. He's got to chill out.
This is what bullies said about me when I was Jack's age.
I'm sorry, Martine.
Okay.
I always wanted to be Annie, but I grew up to find out I was Jack. This is actually Martine's review.
Annie actually annoyed the crap out of me when I was growing up. Like, I didn't like her character at all. Now I love her. But yeah, growing up, I was like, nah. I didn't get her. I didn't get her.
Yeah. It's okay.
And then I said, and I guess this seems kind of on topic, Jack just wants to belong. Heart.
That's it.
Yep. Then the gorilla made them a bed, and I wanted to cry.
I'm trying to remember the pictures because I kind of don't remember most of this.
The gorillas wanted to give them a soft place to sleep. It was cute.
Anything else?
Yeah, oh yeah. When they signed "I love you," and the gorillas signed it back, Annie was like, "They love us too," and I said, "Honey, they don't know what you said."
Okay.
They were mimicking her.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that.
Teach them what it meant. I was like, "Girlie, that doesn't mean anything." And then there was the line, "Sometimes lists don't tell you much. You need to love gorillas to really know them." And I thought that was cute.
That is really cute.
Those were my notes.
While you were explaining your notes, Bailey, Lucy, and Danielle were having a interesting conversation about impulsive personalities in the chat. Yeah, once the gorilla fed him berries, I was like, okay, yeah, this is sick as hell. I want to learn sign language so bad. Period.
I know a good online resource, free, taught by a deaf instructor. I could send it to you.
I would love that. Thank you.
Anything else about gorillas?
I had slander in the beginning, but they're pretty cool now that you've explained to me what happened in the book.
Where? No, not on Duolingo. There are apps that can help you practice understanding finger spelling faster, which I think is cool. But yeah.
Okay, so for the rest of the books, Bailey read them today. So Bailey will be popping off in the comments now.
Great. Thanksgiving. I gave it 3 stars.
I also gave it 3 stars.
Which feels like how I rate Thanksgiving every year.
Interesting.
It's only an okay holiday.
I would rate regular Thanksgiving 3 stars. The last 2 or 3 Thanksgivings. All Thanksgivings before that, 5 stars. Best day ever. Boo, tomato, tomato, tomato. 2 stars. 1 star. Thanksgiving was a boo for me.
Turkey is disgusting. Why do we be eating that? I don't know.
I have to leave the chat. I gave Thanksgiving 2 stars. And it's kind of because you guys gave it 3 and I felt pressured. But it gave me the ick. Which is also Thanksgiving for me. Y'all are, this is full on slander. It's dry as this book. This is slander.
Okay, listen. I do have to say, this one's nostalgic for me. I did read this one as a youngster. So that is probably contributing to my 3-star. Also, I felt very neutral about it. It wasn't a like, no. It wasn't a like, yes. So it was 3 stars for me.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to look at my notes?
Yes.
I loved when Jack was like, well, how would we talk to them? And she said, we'll just tell them hi. And I was like, Annie's built different. They were reading about how the children helped, and Jack said, I feel tired just reading this. And I said, same. I don't know why I wrote, and maybe somebody can help me with this, in all capital letters, I wrote arms, LOL.
Unsure. Somebody will.
Oh, was it bringing arms and then they had guns? Was that a thing? Am I making that up?
They were exercising arms.
Exercising arms, and Jack and Annie were like, our arms, and then they, like, somebody shot something. Thank you.
I love that.
I said, Jack, no, not the turkey. We'll have to go to Denny's for the first Thanksgiving.
Oof.
And then there was the quote from Squanto, you must always be kind to those who feel different and afraid. And I said that I do think Jack and Annie both already do this. They're such good beans.
That's cute.
But that's it.
Lizzie thought it was fake news and kind of boring. And Danielle agreed. Martine reading the ridiculous lines. That's silly. This like Thanksgiving slander for the book and for real Thanksgiving is not doing it for me. Y'all are not invited to my Thanksgiving.
Ever. Oh, it would be so much more fun if we all had Thanksgiving together.
Was that an eye roll, or are you serious? Like
No, I was serious.
Oh, okay. I'm just like, I'm very on the defensive. I'm like, this is not okay. I'm very sorry.
I don't think Denny's has the freestyle machines. You don't serve drinks yourself at Denny's. The last time I was in a Denny's, I didn't have any control over anything.
Me in a Denny's, every time I go to a Denny's, I like relinquish all control for everything.
Denny's feels like a panic attack in place form, in my opinion.
Have you ever been to a Denny's at 4 p.m. on like a weekday when no one is in there but you and who you're eating with?
No, I usually ended up going to Denny's because of FOMO, because a lot of people after my organization meetings, it was like a tradition for them to go to Denny's. So then we didn't always do that, but when alumni were in town, we always did to catch up with them. And I was like, I hate Denny's. Why am I here?
He literally grabbed hot metal on the fire, and they just went on with their meal. Friendsgiving, putting it on the calendar. And then Lizzie said 2027.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Don't go. You know,
Yeah.
go to an IHOP, maybe, but don't
A
go
Waffle
to
House, if you would.
Yeah.
No,
Only go to a Waffle House during the day. Don't ever go at night.
no, but that's when it's fun to go at night.
And everybody else thinks that's too, and that's why Waffle Houses are busy at night.
Okay, very true. I love Grandpa Walt. I stan.
I swore.
I'm walking away from this. No, I don't wish. Okay,
Don't
this is
go.
fine. It's these East Coast gals, like these, like, what is it, New England type gals? Now IHOP, heck yeah, Waffle House feels like only murderers go there. I prefer Waffle House. I don't like IHOP.
I like the vibes in IHOP better. It's usually cleaner, and I feel like the workers are nicer. But
The dirtier and the meaner, the better. You know the food's gonna taste so good.
no.
Denny, don't know him. Not your dad. Okay. Anything else?
Nah, let's talk about high tide in Hawaii.
3 stars, but I really should have given it 2 stars.
I gave it 3.5. That 0.5 is probably from nostalgia. There's a particular scene that I remember from this book.
Okay.
Yeah. Are we waiting for ratings or?
Yeah, I have zero thoughts on this book.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Thank you. I will stay with my IHOP. They spent the night.
Yeah, they did.
I must have really not. It was like 11 o'clock when I read this in the evening. I must not remember a thing at all. 3 stars. 3 stars, but I was spoiled. The ending, which was sad. This one I remembered a lot from when I was a kid, but 3 stars.
They did in the Gorillas one.
But because of, like, the fact that they're going into a book, did they actually spend the night?
No, time doesn't pass while they're in the Magic Treehouse. Otherwise, there would be police officers in.
I meant, like, in their, like, did their bodies feel like they spent the night? Like, what's the difference between being in the book and being like, oh yeah, we're here to see the gorillas, and then being at home? Like, do they have, like, all that tiredness that they acquired?
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to view this from the lens of the Kingdom Keepers.
Okay.
And say that even though, so in the Kingdom Keepers, they are technically asleep while they become their holograms in the parks, but they still feel tired when they do that. So I'm going to apply that same logic here.
Okay.
Even though time doesn't pass, they feel the tired.
Gorilla supremacy. That's all I have to say. Forgot the granola. I said granola. Did you hear me say granola?
I forgot the granola snooze.
That the ship they were looking for is friendship.
Respect on Mary Pope's name.
No, MPO here. Martine, quick with that no.
What did I say no about? Oh.
When with the, like, sleeping or whatever. Mm.
Okay, notes.
Yes.
I have the most for this one for some reason. Okay, it was really cute. When we started the book, they were reading books about previous things that they had like experienced the Magic Tree House, and I thought that was super cute. I was like, they went there and they still want to know more. That's adorable.
I love that. Yeah. I had things to add, and then I decided to change my mind.
Okay. When Annie said, "Don't you love Hawaii?" and Jack said, "I have to learn about it first." She was just looking out the window and she's like, "Yeah, I love it." And he was like, "I have to study it before I can learn to love it." Like
That's a scholar.
I was like, okay, I believe it. I said that I cannot believe that they were not triggered by the mention of a volcano.
You're right. That
They
should have been like trauma fuel.
they didn't even say like, "Oh no, like you remember what happened last time we were at a volcano?" None of that. They were just like, "Oh, it's built on a bunch of volcanoes. Nice." And that was it.
Nice.
And I was like, "Y'all almost died in Pompeii." But okay. I said surfing with glasses on question mark. He didn't even have like a strap on them or anything. And but furthermore, I don't even think if you had a strap you could wear glasses while surfing because you will fall in, and so then your glasses are wet. So even if you don't lose them, you'd put them on and you couldn't see anything. So I don't understand how that works. And that really got me. I said in capital letters, Jack with 4 exclamation points. And then I said Angie Jack with 3 exclamation points, but I forget why.
Angie Jack.
Oh, I think it's because everybody else was standing up and he couldn't.
Because he's a loser.
No. I said I remember the tsunami scene from childhood because I do very vividly. I said LMAO, the picture of Jack doing the hula.
Yeah,
That
I
got
remember that one.
It was cheesy, but the message of friendship is like riding waves. I was like, cute, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then it made me think of all of you when there was the quote, "Friends are always together even when they're far apart."
I'm gonna cry.
Those were my notes.
And on that, Danielle read a review that was very upset that they managed to get away from the tsunami so fast. And she was like, dang. They shouldn't have bullied Jack to go surfing. I think they should. Yeah. Despite the author's claim to have been reading about Hawaii before writing this book, the place she describes in the story is hardly Hawaiian. Does this review come from a native Hawaiian?
Also, I feel like she put more of Hawaiian culture in the book rather than Hawaiian landscapes.
Mm-hmm.
Like they interacted more with the people and learned things about like aloha and stuff like that, and the leis and the hula, as opposed to like, this is what Hawaii looks like. I don't know.
Very small on a map. Yeah.
One day they will die.
Oh, Bailey, remember that next time everyone's coming for me and not liking random things, lol? Jack be like, Jack be taking notes and not remembering, just like us. That was a call out.
As somebody who's been wearing glasses since I was 8 months old, I am very aware of what glasses can and cannot do. That's all I have to say.
Angie Jack just wanted his gorillas back.
That rhymed.
I'm glad Danielle typed it so I had to say it. Okay. Gagged. Aww. Bailey said, gotta go.
Did we have any other thoughts on this one?
I did like when they were learning, like, about, like, the language. That was probably my favorite part.
I also did like the whole conversation they had around hula and like storytelling in their culture. I thought that was dope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Mary Pope, giving your next books 5 stars, I hope.
Not another
I'm
rhyme.
gonna talk like this for the rest of the day. Sorry, what can I say? I have high hopes for both of the next books because they are 2 things that I, 1, enjoy watching, 2, also kind of enjoy watching, but I know information on 30 because they taught us it in 7th grade. Like that they interacted with other kids. I like when they do that. Me too.
Yeah. So okay, my ranking probably goes High Tide in Hawaii, Stage Fright. I lost my notes. Gorillas, and then Thanksgiving. But the way y'all are talking about gorillas makes me really wonder if I rated it too low. I don't think I did, but we just have some hype for gorillas in this chat. I don't know.
It's what it is they're just really excited for the nonfiction.
It's so true.
My rating is Shakespeare, Gorillas, Thanksgiving, Hawaii. In the order in which I read them, which I think says a lot.
Yeah, probably.
About my attention span that day. Gorillas,
Wait.
Hawaii. What? Oop.
Go up to Danielle's rhyme. Lizzie was going to say literally that exactly, but I couldn't English it. Wacky.
Somebody who's a mod, can you block Danielle? Thanks. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, Danielle. I love you. I actually really love that. On to the next. Gorillas, Hawaii, Shakespeare, Thanksgiving. Okay. Thanksgiving slander. Ruby hates baseball and hurricanes. So nice. This is where Ruby and I have differing opinions.
Ruby, at least we're reading Jane Goodall.
Right.
So you have something.
Danielle said gorillas. So gorillas was your favorite and your least favorite? Is that what you're telling me, Danielle?
That's what I heard.
Shakespeare, gorillas, Hawaii, Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving is not winning this one.
Wow. Gorillas, Hawaii, Shakespeare, Thanksgiving. Nice. I'll take.
You can't read the rhymes out loud. It's illegal.
Bailey likes baseball. Yes, Jane. I love gorillas. When Martine was taking votes on nonfiction, I was telling Kayla I wanted to read a baseball book. There were just none that were like even remotely like kind of interesting.
That's because they were about baseball.
I will also give a review of the Shakespeare nonfiction I'm reading this month, just for funsies.
I look forward to it. So next month we're reading. It's called A Good Day for Baseball, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Hurricane Heroes in Texas.
Yes.
Yep. And then My Life with the Chimpanzees by Jane Goodall.
I'm kind of nervous for that.
Why?
Just like because I've never read anything that has come from Jane Goodall, so I think I'm just nervous because like there's like a bunch of hype around her, obviously. And I'm scared to absolutely hate this book.
Gotcha. Thanks, Lizzie, for correcting me. It's a big day for baseball.
Oh.
That might have been why I couldn't find it on my library app. Yeah, look at it. No, it says notify me. Dang. Give me the book.
None of the libraries have the audiobook for the Jane Goodall book for me. So sad. I wanted the audiobook really bad.
I just have the ebook, which I've already checked out and will probably read soon. Yay.
Me too. I think my loan is. I think I only have it for like 9 more days. So I gotta go. I gotta hustle.
Gotta go.
It's a bad day for baseball.
Every day.
When it's not baseball season.
Okay. And with that, that's all we have here, folks.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Me too.
I hope everybody else had a great time. We'll see you guys in 5 minutes or less.
Bye.
Bye, friends.